It's great that we got the win, got to number 6-0, but it wasn't good enough. We can play much better than what we played. We got to execute. Too many penalties. And when you play a good football team, you're going to get beat. And that's what I just told our guys. When we go out there, you can't mope around. You got to execute. You got to play with some energy. You got to play with some passion. And we got to play much better than what we played tonight because we're a better football team what we showed tonight, and that's got to happen. And we can't just go out there and just kind of just go through the motion thinking we're better than what we actually are because we can improve. We can get much better. We haven't arrived yet. I think sometimes that's what we think, and we got to get rid of that attitude, and we got to start thinking and heading in a different direction. But that's on the coaching staff. When things like this happen, it's all about the coaching, and we're allowed to happen. When you're allowed to happen, you see what happens out there, and you kind of just go through the motion.
What does it say about how far you think this football team can go if you have this opinion about a game after you just had a 30-point win over a conference opponent?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know how far we can go because we haven't yet put together a complete game on offense, on defense, and in the kicking game. It hasn't happened yet. So when we get that to happen, then we'll see what type of team we really are.
Coach, you're fired up right now. Is it the penalties after the play? I mean, it's not the offense and defense weren't looking at points, but there were times there's undisciplined plays and it just seemed they couldn't get themselves together after the play. Is that where the fire comes from?
Well, what happened with the penalties stop drives. So on defense, you get a penalty, it allows the drive to keep going. On offense, it pushes us back. We're not good enough to go and convert. We made It was 2nd and 21, I think, when Timmy caught the long pass and went about 42 yards. But you can't expect to bail out every time. And that's what you can't allow to happen.
Did y'all not practice well this week?
Oh, we practice. I mean, yeah, you go out there and you're going to practice. It has nothing to do with how well you practice. It's about when you get there on Saturday and you got to execute.
Coach, at the end of the first quarter, with the changeover in the second quarter, was there any discussion about going for it on 4th down rather than kick the field goal?
On which one now?
The first one, at the end of the first quarter when you changed ends, was there any thought of maybe going for it on 4th down?
No, I mean, we didn't get it on 3rd down. It was 3rd and short then, wasn't it? So, I mean, it was going to make us think we'd get it on 4th. But now I never thought about it.
Coach, how do you want to use tonight as a teaching tool moving forward in the season?
Well, they know it. They heard what I had to say, so it's not much else need to be said.
23 games with 30 points or more. What are your thoughts about that, Coach?
I don't ever look at records. I don't ever think about where we are and what we're trying to accomplish. Very easily we could have not scored 30 tonight. I mean, we had the ball in red zone, only got field goals, should have had touchdowns.
On that, when you're in the red zone, there's been times where you kicked field goals, and do you feel that, it could change to touchdowns, not field goals, is there something you can change than going down in the red zone, just guys, go for a touchdown, no field goals, because,
Execute.
Okay.
That's it. Execute.
Does Quint need to get more shots when y'all are down close to the goal line?
Well, it depends on what the coverage is giving you. You got to be able to move people off line of scrimmage and run the football too. I mean, it's not so much the shots; it's what they're playing. Anytime the ball gets closer to the goal line, then you condense the coverage, and there's not going to be many throws. I mean, the throws got to be on point. But if you can move people off line of scrimmage, then you can be able to run the ball. Then you can be able to set up the throw.
A lot has been made about that 30-point streak. You as a defensive guy, how much pride do you take in, how well the defense has played so far this season?
Well, when you look at the plan to win, you got to play great defense, and our defense understands that, and our team understands that. So it's not like we know what the offense is doing, but defensively we got to go out there and get stops, and we did. We made them miss they missed the one field goal, which could have tied up the game. But you have to, and then Augie makes a big play there right before half that kind of ignites everyone. But those are plays, and those are things that we have to do because you have to play great defense.
Where do your emotions go from, I'm sure you're upset at them making the penalty to give them the free play, but then what Augie does on the play on that one-time down?
Well, I just looked at how, Augie going out and intercepting the ball and going in for the score.
Can you use things, Charlie, like what happened to Clemson and Washington State last night? Can you use that to drive home this point you're trying to make that, hey, you just can't go out and do what you said, just go for the motion, or this can happen to you?
Oh, it very easily could happen to us. It could have happened tonight if we were playing not so much, I'm not taking anything away from Cincinnati, but if they could have got some scores there earlier, and then we're playing back on our heels, and once you play back on your heels, you give up more plays, then in those more plays, they get more points, and then you're trying to play catch-up. And then you start forcing the ball, you start forcing the action, and those things happen to you.
Coach, you've been through a firestorm of adversity, then losing Mike Thursday to an untimely passing. How much of an effect did that have on your team?
You know, it was tough, and I actually talked last night. We had the whole team at dinner, and that's why I talked to him about, you know, you can never take anything for granted, and you know, life is so short. And I said, for some of you guys that know Mike, because Augie said something, we have chapel, and Augie said something to our chaplain about just a prayer for his family and Christina. But, you know, that's what's really tough. We were in the office, and I was telling Brian, we was in the office, and I saw him walk out of the bathroom, and I just yelled at him, say, hey, what's the score of the Yankees game? And he said, the Yankees are winning. And I was like, no way. And he's like, yeah, they're winning. And then he said, I got some more things I got to get done. Then I come in the next day, and I was like, wow. But it's tough, and you hate to see that happen. And I text his wife and just told her, you know, she's in our thoughts and prayers, and just told her just what type of person he was, and he'll be truly missed, and just the impact that he had on not only just the athletic department, but our players all know him, and they respect him. We were just talking that he would be one guy, you know, before we walk in here, hey, kind of prep him on, hey, this is what type of questions you may get. This is what you have to be prepared for. But it is, I mean, life is so short, you just got to enjoy every moment of it. And that's why I always talk to our players about, just enjoy this moment. You know, you got to have fun. You got those things that have to happen to you. You have a family. You have to enjoy your family.
What are you upset about the most? Is it penalties tonight?
No, it's just penalties, execution, just not playing well. You know, we slopping around. You know, we're a better football team than what we are. And sometimes, you know, after a victory, you know, everybody wants to be all, you know, all jolly and all. You can't always be jolly. No, we didn't play good. We didn't play good enough. We didn't play up to our standard, and we can play much better. Okay, appreciate it. Thanks, guys.